Hi, so today for our CE 222 presentation, we're going to talk to you about public-private partnerships. My name is Lauren Ciervo, and I'm a civil engineering major with a concentration in structures.
Hi, my name is Ajash Mehboob, and I'm a senior in structural engineering at Purdue.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Jayati, and I'm also in civil engineering with an emphasis in construction.
So before we go more into what we're going to talk about with public-private partnerships, I'd like to give you an overall general idea of what the presentation is going to be about. So first we're going to start off with the definition and some history. We'll touch on advantages, disadvantages of P3s, issues, communications, some case studies to show some examples of how P3s are used, and the future of public-private partnerships showing where we predict they will go.
So, what is a public-private partnership, or more commonly known as P3? It is a collaboration between the government and the private sector for many of the public projects that we see around us. These partnerships provide goods and services for the general public. Now, in these partnerships, the private entity provides the expertise in management and delivery services and are responsible for long-term maintenance under partial ownership.
So as seen here, public-private partnerships are used in many different things. It's very common for them to be used in roads and highways, as well as hospitals and parks. Just due to anything that's public, they are very common for. And also Illinois uses it for their lottery system as well.
So a brief history of P3s. PPPs were used in the United States as early as the 1800s, and parts of the original electric grid and railroads were built using public-private partnerships. To add on to that, they quickly became popular in the United States during the macroeconomic dislocation of the 1970s and 1980s, and actually at this time the state government didn't have enough money to fund these projects. The United Kingdom introduced the Private Finance Initiative, also known as the PFI, in 1992, which was the first systematic program aimed at encouraging PPPs.
So what are some of the benefits of P3 or public-private partnership? These partnerships allow for the public to have better services by ensuring steady cash flow for projects, better management and delivery, and the involvement of more influential stakeholders. By using this, the government can make sure that projects can be done on time and within the scheduled budget. By allowing another party to be involved, they allow for competition, which ensures the lowest bid price and is overall beneficial for the economy.
Although there are a lot of benefits, there are also some risks as well. For example, if the project goes over budget, or cannot be completed on time, or faces issues, the private party typically has to pay the burden. Also, if the project is completed with fewer users than anticipated, additional costs may arise. An example of this is a bridge or a highway that does not get used as much as it could be. There's a lot of loss that could be found within the uses for the public. Also, long-term revenue and profits are uncertain, and the project may not even reach economic break-even points.
So some issues of P3s or public-private partnerships, there's corruption that can occur during these deals that benefit only one party. Poor communication can occur between federal employees and the local population, and this can result in more conflicts as more financial stakeholders are involved in public-private partnerships.
So one case study that we've investigated for public-private partnership was the Indiana Public Roadways case of 2006. In 2006, two French contractor companies, they were private companies, they were awarded a project to operate a 157-mile stretch of Indiana's public roadways, typically the highways. This partnership agreement included terms of maintenance of up to 75 years. The two companies did initially share the revenue from tolls and other service fees, and it was projected to save about $100 million a year for the state in maintenance costs. However, the break-even point for this project has still not yet been reached.
Another case study that we did was in New York City. Private citizens worked together with government to restore the Central Park by creating the Central Park Conservancy, otherwise known as CPC. This shows how public-private partnerships can be successful for parks. Also, there's a lot of positive communication during the project between the government and the citizens, which really help speed along the project and make it go well. Overall, this public-private partnership increased the value of the area, which is good.
So next, I'd like to talk to you about communication within P3s. This typically partners will communicate mutual understandings and goals to make sure that the project goes along smoothly. Issues can arise with the project by not accurately providing the intended need for the public, and the project needs to always be sold to the public with their intentions in mind to make sure that everything runs smoothly and successfully.
Over the last few years, public-private partnerships have been growing a lot. As seen in the graph, the green bars represent how much is still unfunded right now but could be done, and the blue bars represent how much is actually funded right now. So this shows just how much more we could be doing if there's more companies who'd be willing to work with the government. As well as there's been a lot more growth in both size and number. Most recent projects focus on environmental concerns like wasting water and producing cleaner energy. Here are some of our citations that we used in our presentation. We appreciate you watching our video. We hope you have an excellent day.